Good morning, good evening. I'm your host, Levi White. If you're no sub, welcome back. If you're a newcomer, don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like the video, and share it with whomever you think might be interested in the topic. I remember back in the days, people used to have morals, decorums, and dress codes. People wouldn't wear just about anything to go outside. But nowadays, it seems things are very different. I've seen people going to school dressing any type of ways. I've seen little girls going to school wearing pajamas. Yes, pajamas. And there is Ciara. Ciara again. Last week she was involved in some controversy over her new song, and now it's about what she's wearing. She's wearing or was wearing a quote unquote dress that was quite revealing, to say the least. She had it all out for the whole world to see, and she had her husband next to her. The photos are so revealing that I have to edit them to blur some parts that should tell you something. Now, the big question is should a wife wear such thing in public? What does that say about her respect for her husband? Or should I say her lack of respect for her husband's names, her family, her children? What does that say about her? And for all the people out there, I'm going to ask a few questions. What does commitment mean to y'all? What does relationship means to you? What does engagement, vows means to you? What does having a husband means to y'all? How should a wife behave in public or in private according to y'all quote unquote sets of morals? Because from my point of view, I can clearly see that she is out of line. She has been doing a bunch of foul things. Remember when she was twerking with a bottle on her head? She called it the balance challenge. Remember that? Or the time she was twerking on a car. Let's just say she has always been exhibiting ratchet behaviors. She doesn't just have ratchet tendencies, she does ratchet ish. She is that type of woman. She is what I would refer to as a soft ratchet or a classy ratchet. She can dress properly, pass as a normal woman, but as soon as she needs it, she can pull that ratchet out of her. Now, since she was present with her husband, we cannot not talk about Mr. Russell Wilson. Mr. Russell Wilson cannot dictate what his wife wears in public as displayed. We can clearly see that she wears the pants in the relationship. He cannot tell her what to do because that's what you get when you are a male groupie and you marry your favorite celebrity. Yes, Mr. Russell Wilson is a male groupie. He was the biggest groupie that Ciara has, and he was able to become successful enough to marry his celebrity crush. His biggest issue is that he loves her more than she loves him. And let's not forget that he bought her masters a couple of weeks ago. Yeah, he bought her entire catalog of music and handed them over to her. So now she's completely independent from any label. And how does she repays him? By wearing the thinest, the most see-through outfit that you can imagine to show it all in public. My view on wives' behavior is certain things are supposed to be private, and I don't care how much of a celebrity that you are, because once you have chose a man to become your husband, he needs to have privacy in you. Certain things, certain parts of your body are supposed to be seen by just your husband. To make it short, your wife should be for private consumption, not for the public consumption. If you have your wife is sacred, it is private. But when you have your wife like this in Front Street, Mr. Russell Wilson, that is not a good look for a husband, especially a guy who's arguably fighting to become a Hall of Famer in whatever field you are. People will respect you based on your wife's behavior. If your wife acts trashy, ratchet, people will lose respect for you, and you need people to respect you, especially when you are a public figure. And to that, I'll say Miss Ciara shouldn't or cannot be somebody's wife. And I feel bad for Mr. Wilson because he has to go through this. He cannot govern her, he cannot tell her what to do because she's a strong, independent black woman. He cannot govern his own household. I wouldn't be surprised if Mr. Russell is henpecked. He's a henpecked husband having to do whatever his wife tells him to do. And that is a sad state of affair when these are the example that you have for public consumption. But I know a whole lot of women have a whole lot of excuses for Miss Ciara. You're welcome to present your excuses in the comment section. And for those who have watched the video till the end, I have left an Easter egg. And if you have found the Easter egg, just comment the laughing emoji. That's all I got for today. I'll catch you up on the next one.
Sensational.